All right, welcome back. In this episode, we are getting real and raw and diving into your childhood programming, specifically how the programming that you received in your childhood is making decisions for you today as an adult and is running your life as an adult today. My name is Gianna Bedell. I'm a one-on-one coach, certified hypnotherapist, meditation teacher, and guide. And if you feel that you need deeper support beyond what you receive here in this episode, you can check out the resources that are linked for you in the notes below. There are meditation audios, subconscious activations, also an application to learn more about how you can work with me one-on-one if you feel you're really needing some deeper support, rewiring and reprogramming some of that deep stuff that is starting to come up for you as you explore your childhood. All right, let's dive into it. Your childhood programming, why is it so impactful? How is it still affecting you today? Well, the reason why your childhood is so impactful on your life for the long term and it is still affecting you today is because you have a subconscious mind. Yes, you have a conscious thinking mind, which works for you and helps you make conscious level decisions all day, every day. But you also have a subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind is working 24/7 under the surface without you even realizing it. That's why it's called subconscious. It's happening unconsciously, it is working unconsciously. And the subconscious mind controls 95% of everything that you are saying and doing all day, every day, without you even realizing it. Unconsciously, yes, your subconscious mind is unconsciously controlling your thoughts, behaviors, and actions all day, every day. And your conscious mind is only taking up 5% of that action taking, which means that 5% of the time you are consciously making active decisions, and 95% of the time you are operating from your programming, your subconscious programming. And when you are a child, your subconscious mind is the most suggestible, which means when you are a kid, you are like this subconscious little sponge soaking up everything you're seeing, everything you're hearing, everything that you are told and shown. This becomes the lens by which you learn to show up and operate in the world. Now, your subconscious mind is an incredible tool if you learn how to work with it and you learn how to intentionally program it for the life that you want to create, for the way you want to show up, for the way that you want to be in this world. On the other hand, if you're not actively and intentionally working with your subconscious mind is running on the programming that you received growing up, which means you are unconsciously making decisions based on an inner child version of you, based on the version of you who was told how to act, who was told what to say, who was told how to see the world and how to show up in it. You are not an active co-creator of your reality if you are not actively working with your subconscious mind, which means rewiring it and programming it for the reality that you want to be creating. Now, if you love the programming that you received growing up, not all of it is likely bad, then that may be okay for you. But for majority of us, we received programming that does not serve us, not because it was entirely bad, but because you are not your parents. You came from them, yes, but you are your own unique individual, which means you were put on this earth to make intentional, focused, aware, and awake decisions for yourself, not based on how your parents live their life, how you want to live your life. So even if you received good programming from your parents and it's serving you in a good capacity today, it's still important for you to work with your subconscious mind because you are a sovereign individual, which means you are in charge of yourself. You have control of yourself. You have the power to have control of yourself. You actually may not even have full control and charge over your life right now. But if you want to have full control over yourself, over your life, and you want to take charge of the way you feel every day and the direction in which your life is going, then it is very important that you learn how to actively work with your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind is the blueprint of who you are, of everything you do, of everything you say, even when you don't realize it. And your subconscious mind doesn't sleep. It is on an active 24/7. It is absorbing everything around you. And again, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, when you are a child, your subconscious is 10x, which means you are highly suggestible as a child. Everything you hear, you soak it in, you soak it up. And if you're a parent, this is even more important for you to listen to today, because not only are you operating from your parents' programming, you are programming your children with it. So if you want to intentionally program your children with your own programming, with your own belief systems, with your own intentional way of choosing to operate in this world, then this is how you begin the cycle of breaking generational cycles. So if you want to break generational cycles, it starts with you breaking the patterns that aren't serving you, that you took from your parents, that you received from your parents, and continue to use it. It's yours until you choose, I do not want this anymore. I want to live a different way. I want to believe a different belief. I want to see things differently. And that is a decision that only you can make for yourself and for your family. So again, I will repeat, if you have children, it does not matter how old they are. You can make a shift, make a change today, and start breaking generational cycles. This is something that was extremely important to me when I got pregnant, that I break generational cycles in my family. I grew up with divorced parents, and it was extremely important to me that I had a healthy marriage and I was creating a loving, healthy environment for the child that my husband and I chose to bring into the world. And just by having a healthy marriage and being married, I am already breaking generational cycles. Never mind all of the other stuff that I am breaking as well. We could go through a whole list of trauma, cycle breaking, generational healing that had to go on in my life from my own childhood. But just by, again, being married and having a healthy marriage, that is breaking generational cycles in my bloodline, which again was coming from a divorced family, was coming from a lot of trauma around that divorce. And so breaking cycles can be something just as simple as that. Or it can go deeper. It can mean healing your trauma. It can mean ending cycles of emotional abuse that maybe you received and maybe you're carrying on with your children. And it's time to get real and raw with yourself. What patterns are you carrying that are not yours? What patterns are you carrying that you are now unconsciously passing down to your children because it's all you ever knew? This is the real work. This is actually the work of your life. Because if you can break cycles and you can avoid passing trauma that was not even yours and that you received from adults in your life because they received it from the adults in their life and so on, if you can break that cycle, then that is an incredible legacy to leave behind for your family. In fact, I feel breaking cycles of trauma in your bloodline is the most important work that you will ever do in your whole entire life. That's right. It's the most important work that you will ever do in your entire life. And it's simple to get started. It starts by becoming aware of the cycles that you are playing out, that were given to you, that you do not want. And the best way to start looking at this is, what are the patterns that don't feel good? What are the emotional reactions and responses that I don't feel proud of, that don't fill me up, that don't make me feel whole on the inside? It's looking at those areas of your life that are a bit darker and shedding light by bringing awareness to them So you can say, hey, here's the work. Here's my work. Here's the area that I really need to focus on. But if you don't take a hard, clear, and honest look at yourself, you never really know what you need to do to heal forward in your life. And so I highly recommend you begin this journey, whether you are happy with the programming you received or you didn't. It's good to take a look and to check and say, okay, yes, I do want to keep that programming. Okay, no, I don't want to keep that programming. That's not serving me. That story about money is actually keeping me broke in scarcity mindset. That story about money, hey, it's actually helping me. I'm making quite a bit of money. I'm having lots of success because my parents told me that I could accomplish anything with hard work. Or on the other hand, maybe you were told that money doesn't grow on trees and it takes forever to get rich and only the rich get richer. These stories create deep belief systems. And these deep belief systems are what are running your reality for you right now. They are making decisions for you. They are allowing you to play small in your life or allowing you to show up big in your life. So, whatever you believe, that is what is running your reality for you. And so your childhood is still making decisions for you, even though you don't realize it, because of the programming that is buried away in your subconscious. And I say buried because, again, it's unconscious, which means you likely don't even realize the programming that you have. And so, how do you understand what's in your subconscious? Well, your subconscious mind is not something you can just say, okay, what's in my subconscious? You have to get into a deeply relaxed state, a state of heightened, focused self awareness. This is the state of deep relaxation, the state of self hypnosis, where you can close your eyes. And again, this isn't magic, it's not some woo woo thing. It's simply the art and act of learning how to close your eyes and look within yourself and understand yourself and see clearly how you are showing up and where that behavior stems from, where that emotional reaction stems from, where it is rooted from, where you got it from, who gave you that belief system. Do you want it anymore? It's peeling back the layers and building a state of self awareness where you can look clearly at yourself and say, oh, wow, that's the belief system. And you can choose, do you want it? Do you not? And the reason why it's important that you are relaxed when you do this is because if you're not relaxed, you're not going to be able to see things clearly. You're not in a state of awareness, you are in a state of disconnection. So you have to be in a state of awareness, of connection, of awakening to actually see these parts of yourself. And this is the work that I do with my clients through my subconscious meditations, in my one-on-one work as a hypnotherapist. We close our eyes. It's a journey inward. It's like having a coaching/therapy session with your eyes closed, where instead of having someone telling you what to do and telling you what to think, you're actually going within yourself and seeing what's in there. What programming do I no longer want? And together we get to rewrite the script. We get to create a new story, put new programming, new belief systems that actually serve you, that actually reflect the life that you want to be living, not the one that you were programmed to live. And so, again, whether you had a good childhood or not, it is always good to check on this programming because you are a sovereign being. You are in charge of your life. You are in charge of your reality. Remember that. This is your life. This is your story. You hold the pen, and it's up to you to use that pen to write your story as you want it to go. And if you're not taking a look at your programming, you're not the one writing the story of your life. Someone else is. And so, whether, again, good childhood, bad childhood, taking a look at what is in your subconscious is extremely important. And you get to rewire all these belief systems one by one and create a whole new reality for yourself. And so, if you want to learn more about how you can rewire your subconscious, this is a very deep topic that we will go even deeper into around childhood programming and childhood trauma, money wounds, trauma healing, all of it. There is so much that we can dive into here, and we really only scratched the surface in this episode. If you want to go deeper into this, make sure you subscribe, because we will be talking about this more and more. And also, if you, again, feel you need deeper support right now, and you want to start taking a deeper look at yourself and understanding, hey, what is inside my subconscious? How can I heal myself? How can I be more aware? How can I become more awakened in my life and be more of a deliberate creator? You can check out the resources that are linked for you in the notes below. There is plenty for you to dive into, free, paid, so many different options. You can check out the resources that are linked for you in the notes below. And again, if you love this episode, make sure you share it, subscribe, and you hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single episode along this incredible journey. And I'll see you next time.